What's up YouTube, my name is Aegis, and today I'm back with another candy and alcohol mixture infusion to try and see what kind of candy I can put into alcohol and make it taste better. Today we're going to be mixing up sour gummy cherries, as my camera autofocuses often enough. So sour gummy cherries, I'm not quite sure what to expect from these. Don't know if they're going to absorb the alcohol, or if they're going to transfer their flavor, or if they're going to do something else. This is also sort of experimentation. I'm trying to find ways to make alcohol taste better. I'm also experimenting to see what happens to different types of candies. So without further ado, let's mix it up. And today's alcohol choice is Bacardi White Rum. I'm kind of partial to Bacardi, but I'm also partial to apple rum of every type. Let's get it going. I will do that every single time. That's a whole lot of sugar in there. See how much of it I can get into the jar. Those didn't fold it up quite nicely. That looks pretty. That could also look very, very wrong if you're of the innocent-minded. As per usual in my videos, there will be scuff. I hope you enjoy it. I've noticed lately alcohol bottles are coming in with that. Is that just to make it pour easier? I'm not sure. But anywho, pour. Perfect. Bubbly. So immediately, almost all the sugar is probably dissolved. What we're left with is just sour gummy cherries. I will say, without all the sugar on them, they look much more vibrant. So predictions for this kind of candy? I'm guessing the cherries are going to absorb quite a bit of the alcohol and just grow in size. But I'm also kind of thinking that the alcohol may also turn into a kind of syrupy type jello. I really don't know how this is going to react. So, gummy cherries. Prediction? They'll absorb the alcohol and grow bigger. That is my prediction. But anyway, I will leave that for anywhere from the next 24 to whatever 7 times 24 is. I'm not doing that math right now, it's too late. Yeah, anywhere from the next 1 to 7 days. And whenever I think it is finished doing what it is going to do, I will be back to finish up that video. Could be tomorrow, could be within 7 days. Anyway, we'll see you then.
3 days later.
And I am back. It has been about 3 days. As you can see, the alcohol has gone from a kind of clear to a very cloudy pink. It's not what I expected to happen, to be honest. There we have the cherries, which are falling everywhere, so you can't really get to go look at them. There. But they're in there, I assure you. And the light is blowing this out, making this look a lot more unappealing than it is. This looks a lot more pink in real life, I promise you. But yeah, that's how they turned out. So let's crack them open and see what they taste like. They will never not be satisfying. The spoon. Ooh, I don't even know how to explain what this... So they're partially disintegrating. Well, they've shrunk. I may actually have to leave this for a week to see what happens. So I might have to test this again now and then test it again in a week, because they seem to be disappearing. But at the same time, I'm not sure if that's what's going to happen. Well, no, let's give them a test now. We'll let them sit for another 4 days after that and see if there's any change. So, let's give it a shot. Oh. 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 Okay, I don't know how I feel about that. That tasted like a hint of cherry with some seriously sour Bacardi rum. That was a weird flavor. That was a really weird flavor. If that's what the cherry tastes like, what's the alcohol going to taste like? Let's get a glass and find out. This time we got a blue glass. I got a variety of glasses. Some are basic, some are others, and some are not. So, I pretty much resigned my mouse mat to being my spill pad, so it's going to make a mess. Let's just get to it. Or I'll just pour the most perfect shot I've ever poured in my life. Wow. So yeah, the cherry candy tasted like a hint of cherry with sour Bacardi. Let's see if this tastes any different. Cheers. Whoa. Oh! Okay. Almost exactly the same type of flavor. Oh, just way more pronounced. That was absolutely sour cherry flavored Bacardi. Honestly, I'd give that a solid like 7.5 or 8 out of 10 almost. That's not a bad flavor. Oh man, that tasted really good. Definitely not the greatest, but it's not bad. But as I said, with the state of these cherries, I thought because they were supposedly gummy cherries that they were going to act like gummy bears or something and absorb the liquid and get bigger. Instead, what is happening is the exact opposite. After 3 days, the cherries have shrunk in size and are actually getting smaller. So, yeah, we're going to leave that for a few more days here. We'll give it the full week. So I'll check back in again in 4 days. So that will be Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. We'll be back to see what this does. So yeah, that is the result of 3 days of sitting in alcohol. Definitely sour cherry alcohol flavored. You can taste the sour, you can taste a little bit of the cherry, and you can taste the alcohol. So yeah, I'm going to let this sit for another 4 days, and we're going to see where it comes off to after a full week of sitting down.
Day 4.
We're back. It has now been about 7 days full. And yeah, it's gotten much pinker. The cherries have kind of dissipated a little bit more, but not by a lot. Let's see what 7 days in liquor makes sour cherries taste like. Oh. Doesn't go very fast. Doesn't smell like alcohol to me. So let's see if we can't get some cherry candies out of there. Like I said, cherry candies have pretty much just slowly disappeared, while still kind of staying. Focus. Well, let's give it a shot and see what it tastes like. Okay, not bad. The cherry basically just completely disintegrates. It just absolutely dissolves. Another one. Another one. Try one more. Yeah. It just falls apart. Honestly, taste-wise, not bad. Definitely alcohol-y. It's definitely strong going down. But it doesn't taste that bad. Alright, so yeah, I think it's time for a shot. I'm gonna make a mess. 1 second. There. Now I have a surface in which I don't mind spilling on. So, I'll try and pour it. And of course, the second I put down something to catch the mess, I pour a perfect pour. I guarantee if I didn't put this towel down, I would have made a mess all over my desk mat. So, this is very pink. The cherry definitely tasted kind of like a little bit of sour Bacardi. So let's see if the alcohol tastes any different. Cheers. Oh. Oh. Okay, I think the Avatar's face freaking out is pretty accurate. Because that's about the face I made. Dang, there's a hint of gummy cherry in there. There's a whole lot of sour Bacardi, though. Not a bad flavor by itself. You know, it hits without hitting too hard, and it mellows out kind of a little bit with a hint of sour and sugar. Honestly, if I had to give this rating, shot-wise, I put it at about a 5 or 6 out of 10. You know, I definitely drink it again, but it wouldn't be an immediate go-to. So yeah, that was Sour Gummy Cherries and Rum. All in all, I think it's not bad. Not great, not bad. If you guys have any suggestions about combinations you want me to make in the future, any kind of sweets, typically I would love to stick with sweets, and candies with any kind of alcohol, leave a comment down below, like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Later.